You with me? One more stop. We got to talk about homework because it is homework for the unit. Every Persepolis reading is going to come with a journal entry. Some of you are going to be very mad, I think, at me. Some of you are going to be very excited about this. I don't just want any journal entry. All right, that's what this says up here. English class, journal entries. English class has journal entries, yay. But unlike a traditional journal, you're going to make a graphic novel page. But I can't draw, you say. Well, why is the ability to draw what is required to tell a visual story? Do the following images not instantly communicate? How much drawing was required here? And you can say, well, these are all established brands. Well, not all of them. Here we have a stop sign. How long has red been considered a color of stopping? Here we have a thumbs up. Does Facebook have exclusive rights to a thumbs up? So you could keep it simple and still communicate a lot. Part of this process will be finding a style that works for you, and problem solving and overcoming what you perceive right now maybe as a I don't know what to do. That can become a real strength when you have an intent to your design. You will have the tools of graphic novel storytelling at your disposal, so you can do plenty of writing. You can have massive dialogue bubbles. You can have massive captions if that's going to be your choice. I do want to see some page composition, so you must have more than 2 panels, so you do a relationship between the sizes of them, maybe one inside the other, etc. and so on. But if 2 is all you think you can muster, off you go. That's all you need to do. Unless otherwise stated, and our first entry is going to state some requirements, here's what you're doing during this unit. You're going to choose a panel from a reading, and you're going to respond to it. That panel, you're going to have to find the page number and the panel number. That's the title of your graphic novel page. And then you are going to create your graphic novel that responds to it, which means that you might need to have to create what is you here. Is it a thinking emoji, just a circle and a thumb? Will you make yourself as like a rectangle or a square? Will you put an actual photograph of yourself responding to the panels? There's just going to be a lot of freedom here, and I understand that that comes with maybe some terror, but that also can make some really cool problem solving. All right, format. You can do it in Google Draw, Google Slides, a program of your choice, or you can do it by hand. But if you draw by hand, you must be ready to scan it so that I can see it in Classroom. And I do want them to be of quality. Here's the point. You can go above and beyond, have fun with this, but the point is that you will have plenty of potential panels that may become potential extracts for talking about in your Persepolis I/O. Here is the homework that is why your Persepolis reading will be due at the end of class on Monday. If you haven't already done so, launch into the R-Man and Turan Part 1 documentary. You don't have to do the full 2 hours, probably at least an hour. You can also jump around to see if you can find a scene that is interesting, because you just need one scene that you respond to emotionally. The questions here that you're going to consider is, if you recreated that scene as opposed to being on film and you had to do it with art, how would you recreate that scene? And here's where we get to the essential purpose and reason for this assignment. Any drawing is going to not be reality. It just can't be. It's a rendition of reality. Now, reality can be hyper realistic, almost to the point where some mythical beast or whatever looks like it exists, or it can be a few simple lines that for whatever reason our brains are wired to be able to say, like, I know what that is. Okay? So you're going to take this documentary film, and how would you rendition it visually? What colors would you use? What about the line weight? What would the artistic stand-ins be for the real people that are on screen? Would you change some of them to animals, for example? So how to do this, just how to tackle this, well, I've got a bunch of resources here to check out. This will help you continue to think about graphic novel form, and also maybe help you pick your own graphic novel style. This is a lengthy page, so feel free to poke around on it. It's not a read all the way through assignment, but it is the 100 most influential pages in comic book history. And there's all sorts of different art styles on display. Be aware that there are some pictorial representations that may not feel appropriate for you, and so just scroll right past them. That is not required reading. There's also going to be profanity in some of those pages as well. So I don't want you to read all of those, just the ones that you find interesting. I also want to point out that here's a comic that's made from screenshots of Star Trek. So again, don't need to draw. And then finally, I just included this one because look at this sweet tiger plus lion by Caleb, age 8. Can't tell me that doesn't have incredible amounts of meaning. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and split this into 2 videos to watch, one being the lesson for the day and the other being this homework assignment. So plenty to do, I know, but the classwork today isn't that much, and most of your time can be dedicated to wrapping your mind around just how are you going to get over that mountain of having a graphic novel journal response to your Persepolis readings. On Monday, you'll be able to read Persepolis in class and make your journal entry in class. All right? Good luck and have a good weekend.